authentic Tea Partiers hail from the conservative libertarian wing of the Republican Party that has been so disrespected and corporatized by the likes of Bush and Cheney. So here they come into town, and they're going to go after a lot of things that the Republican establishment is opposed to. They're going to go after the Federal Reserve, backed by the banks. Already, Ron Paul, who is now the new subcommittee chairman overseeing the Federal Reserve, is marshaling up his allies, and he's connecting with Senator Bernie Sanders, who's a hyper-progressive in the Senate. They're going to go after the military budget. The Libertarian Cato Institute has said the military budget is too full and wasteful. It's got to be cut.
Right.
Again, a liberal conservative nexus here. They're going to go after corporate welfare. Bailouts of Wall Street, no more, according to them. Again, the Cato Institute and the liberal conservative connection will draw that distinction between the corporatists and the genuine libertarian conservatives.
All right, so
people like Sanders and Ron Paul are very principled people. They put principle ahead of party, whereas the Republicans have been getting a unity in the last 2 years in the House and Senate by putting party above principle. The key thing is when they go after all these bloated corporate welfare subsidies, handouts, giveaways, bailouts, they're going to alienate a lot of corporatist Republicans, because the people like Sanders and Ron Paul are very principled people. They put principle ahead of party, whereas the Republicans have been getting a unity in the last 2 years in the House and Senate by putting party above principle. The key thing is when they go after all these bloated corporate welfare subsidies, handouts, giveaways, bailouts, they're going to alienate a lot of corporatist Republicans, but they don't care. The ones I'm talking about in the House and Senate operate on principle. They don't care if they're overruled, if they don't get the emoluments or the freebies. They're operating on principle. They're going to make an alliance with the liberal conservative, liberal progressive. So that ceiling's going to be raised because everything freezes. Money to pay the soldiers, Social Security, public works contracts. But what will happen is a significant number will vote against it on principle, but they'll know that they're going to lose, and the government will not grind to a halt. So you get that kind of split vote. But the first bill that's going to go through on this alliance is going to be the whistleblower bill.
Right.
A strong whistleblower bill supported by libertarian conservatives like Charles Grassley from the Senate and liberals and progressives. Watch for that nexus that draws that line between libertarian conservatives and corporatists, the new dynamic in America.